Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, I'm so thrilled you're joining us today. Grab a cozy drink, maybe a blanket, and let's settle in for something truly special. Heartfelt wisdom elder stories to inspire your journey. This video is all about the incredible life lessons from the people who've lived long, loved deeply, and learned a thing or two along the way. Our elders. Their stories are like hidden treasures, full of wisdom, warmth, and a spark that can light up our own paths. Today we're diving into 7 unforgettable stories that might just change how you see the world. So let's get started. First, let's meet Mr. Thompson, my grandma's neighbor. He's 82, with this twinkle in his eye that makes you feel like he's about to share the secret to life. One sunny afternoon, he told me about when he was 25 broke, and dreaming of opening a small bakery. Everyone, friends, family, even his boss, told him it was a terrible idea, too risky they said. But Mr. Thompson, he didn't listen. He scraped together every penny, worked nights, and baked through every doubt that crept in. That bakery, it's still standing, 50 years strong, serving the best cinnamon rolls in town. His lesson: don't let fear call the shots. If your heart's pulling you somewhere, take the leap. You'll figure out how to land. I don't know about you, but that hits me right in the chest. How many times have we let fear stop us from chasing what sets our soul on fire? Next up is Aunt Clara. She's not my real aunt, but that's what everyone calls her. She's 78, and her laugh, it's so contagious it could brighten the gloomiest day. Clara grew up in a tiny village where life was tough. She shared a story about a time she lost her job, her savings, and felt like the world was falling apart. Instead of giving up, she picked up her knitting needles and started making scarves. She sold them at local markets, not just for money, but to find purpose again. Those scarves led to a small business, and more importantly, a renewed sense of hope. Clara's wisdom: tough times don't last forever, but your grit does. Find something small you love, and build from there. Isn't that powerful? It's like a little nudge to remind us that even in our darkest moments we've got the strength to start over. Now, let's talk about Mr. Lee, a 90-year-old gardener who treats his roses like they're his kids. He told me about moving to a new country in his 20s, not knowing the language and feeling completely alone. Instead of hiding away, he started planting flowers in his tiny apartment courtyard. Neighbors noticed the colors, stopped to chat, and soon that courtyard became a community hub. People laughing, sharing stories, and even bringing their own plants. Mr. Lee's lesson: kindness is a language everyone understands. Share a little of yourself, and you'll never feel alone. Come on, how beautiful is that? It's proof that small acts of kindness can ripple out and change everything. Here's another gem. Meet Mrs. Rodriguez, a 75-year-old retired teacher who still has this spark for learning. She told me about a time in her 30s when she decided to go back to school to become a teacher, even though she was raising 3 kids and working part-time. Everyone thought she was crazy. How would she juggle it all? But Mrs. Rodriguez believed in the power of education, not just for her, but for the kids she'd teach one day. She studied late into the night, sometimes falling asleep at her desk. Years later, she became a teacher who inspired hundreds of students. Her wisdom: never stop learning no matter how hard it gets. Knowledge is a gift you give yourself and others. That one gives me chills. It's a reminder that it's never too late to grow, right? Next, let's talk about Uncle Joe. Not my real uncle, but the kind of guy who feels like family to everyone. He's 85, a former mechanic with hands that tell 1,000 stories. Joe shared about a time he made a big mistake at work, costing his shop a major client. He thought he'd lose everything: his job, his reputation. Instead, he owned up to it, worked overtime to fix it, and earned his boss's respect. His lesson: mistakes don't define you, how you handle them does. Own up, fix what you can, and keep going. Wow, that's a gut check. How often do we beat ourselves up over mistakes instead of learning from them? Now, let's meet Grandma Rose, the 79-year-old storyteller who could make you laugh and cry in the same breath. She once told me about a time when she was young, newly married, and struggling to keep her family together during tough financial times. Instead of letting stress tear them apart, she started a tradition of Sunday family dinners, no matter how little food they had. Those dinners became a glue that held everyone together, creating memories her grandkids still talk about. Her wisdom: love doesn't need much, just time and a little effort. Make space for the people who matter. That one warms my heart. It makes me think about the small ways we can show love even when life feels heavy. One more story to share. Meet Mr. Patel, an 88-year-old shopkeeper who's seen the world change in ways most of us can't imagine. He told me about a time in his 40s when his small store was struggling, and he was tempted to give up. But instead, he started listening to his customers, learning their names, and asking about their lives. That simple act turned strangers into loyal customers, and his store became a community cornerstone. His lesson: success isn't just about money. It's about building trust and caring for others. I mean, isn't that a game changer? It's a reminder that genuine care can turn even the smallest moments into something meaningful. So, what ties these stories together? Courage, resilience, connection, growth, love, trust. and the guts to keep going. Mr. Thompson chased his dreams against the odds. Aunt Clara found purpose in tough times. Mr. Lee built community with kindness. The Rodriguez never stopped learning. Uncle Joe rose above mistakes. Grandma Rose held her family together with love. And Mr. Patel built a legacy through trust. These aren't just stories, they're a roadmap for our own journeys, the lighting the way when things feel uncertain. Here's the real talk: life's messy, isn't it? We all hit roadblocks, doubt ourselves, or feel lost sometimes. But these elders, they've been there, and their wisdom is like a flashlight in the dark. It's not about having all the answers, it's about showing up, trying, and trusting you're stronger than you think. So, I want to hear from you. What's a piece of wisdom an elder in your life has shared? Maybe it's a grandparent, a neighbor, or a mentor. Drop it in the comments. Let's inspire each other and keep this wisdom flowing. Oh, and here's a quick challenge: pick one lesson from today's stories. Maybe Mr. Lee's kindness, Mrs. Rodriguez's love for learning, or Grandma Rose's family dinners, and try it out this week. Share how it goes in the comments or on social media with Heartfelt Wisdom. I'd love to see how these stories spark something in your life. And if you're feeling extra inspired, then why not reach out to an elder you know? Ask them for a story or a piece of advice. You might be surprised at the gems they share. Let's take a moment to reflect. These stories show us that life's challenges don't have to define us. Whether it's taking a risk like Mr. Thompson, rebuilding like Aunt Clara, or showing care like Mr. Patel, every step forward counts. These elders remind us to keep moving, keep connecting, and keep growing no matter what. So, what's one small step you can take today to live out their wisdom? Think about it, maybe even jot it down. It could be the start of something amazing. Before we go, let me leave you with this: the next time you're feeling stuck, think about Mr. the Thompson's leap, Clara's grit, Mr. Lee's roses, Mrs. Rodriguez's late night studies, Uncle Joe's comeback, Grandma Rose's dinners, or Mr. Patel's trust. Their stories prove there's always a way forward, no matter how tough things get. If this video touched your heart, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want more stories like these, subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss a single one. Thanks for being here, you incredible soul. Until next time, keep shining, keep learning, and keep chasing your own journey. See you soon.